Okay. Lena, this is one of the weird ones again. Again, what you kind of contemplate is you ask yourself, is there a factor you can kind of pull out to work with? And you should see that we could easily pull out an a to the third here, which we're going to replace with the variable down the road. So we're going to pull out an a to the third out of this. So it's a to the third. And then you put that 2 there because that's where the 6 comes from. Plus, we have another a to the third. That's times 7. Plus the 6. Now we're going to replace a to the third with x, the variable x. So wherever you see a to the third, we can replace it with x. So watch what happens here. We're going to end up with x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now, this should be a real simple factoring because you can see the only factor you have to work with is 1 and 6, which add up to 7. So you know it's an addition 1. So this is x, 1 and 6. Double check your flow. If we do that, that's x squared. That's 6x. That's going to be 1x plus 6. So that's your check. You know that works. Now you have to backtrack and put your variable a to the third back in where your x is. So I end up with a to the third plus 1 and a to the third plus 6. Okay, Lena, so what you need to see here is this goes back to the very first problem. That's called the sum of a cube. These are the two equations we talked about right at the beginning. So you're going to be using this to factor that yellow portion here. And because your b to the third technically is 1 here. So we're going to take this and we're going to factor it according to this. So we go like this. Our signs, it's the same as sign. And then you do the opposite, which would be negative. This last is positive. Ready? Okay. So we start, we have a cubed. So that's going to be a plus b. So that's a plus our b in this case is 1. It's a plus 1. And then we have here a squared, which in this case is a squared, minus a times b, which is your b again is 1, so it's just plain old a, plus b squared, which is 1. So that's factored out as far as you can go. And then we bring this down. That 6 is not a perfect cube, so we can't factor it anymore. So this is a to the cube plus 6, and you are done with that one. Okay, that's number 20. And then you asked about 22. So 22, what you should immediately notice that there's a factor of 2 in everything. So step 1 is to literally just take 2 out of everything. So this ends up being b to the fourth plus 7 b to the third minus 8 b minus, and then 2 goes in there, 56. Now this one we're going to do by grouping. So you ask yourself what you can pull out that would be common. And you see here we can pull out b to the third. So we're going to pull out b to the third out of both. We're going to go backwards because we can easily pull out b to the third and see what we get. So we're going to get b to the third, and what's left behind is going to be b plus 7. Did I lose you there? Because you pull out b to the third, it's b plus 7. Now here, we see we can pull out a negative 8. So I'm going to pull out negative 8, which is when you pull out negative 8, you end up with b. And if you pull out a negative 8, that's going to be plus 7. Why? Because 8 times 7 is 56. But if you pull out the negative 8, that's going to switch the sign here to positive. Now, look at what's common here. You have the exact same grouping for both of these. That means you can do what's left only and completely ignore them because you can pull both of them out if it's as long as it's the exact same grouping. So it's b to the third minus 8. Now, you have to ask yourself, is that the difference of the cube? Is 8 a cube? And lo and behold, it is. So now we're back up doing one of these guys, except we're doing the second one. Okay, so the second one looked like this. You keep the same sign, the opposite sign, and then the last one's always positive. So it starts with the first term and the second term, they're cube roots. So this is going to be b, and this is 2 to the third minus 2. And then this is b squared. And then that's going to be b times 2. So that's going to be 2b. And then the last one is b squared, which is in this case 2 squared, so it is 4. This is your final factoring.